This video has been popping up on my feed for a few days now, and I finally decided to sit down and watch it. And while I understand where Imp Lemon is coming from, I can't really sympathize or feel that much empathy. It's getting harder to justify making high quality videos. I mean, you need a justification. It's YouTube. This isn't really a professional. You want to make high quality videos, go out there and go into a bigger field of video making. YouTube, I mean, what the quality that you decide to do on YouTube is pretty much up to you. And the thumbnail is YouTube, punish yourself. Oh, okay, that's pretty dramatic. I remember Imp Lemon back in the days when he would affiliate with Monkey Jones and Rusty Cage. Monkey Jones got his channel deleted over, I forgot, but yeah, I remember the crash out that Monkey went through because he solely relied on YouTube for income, and then apparently he almost married a predator. So yeah, nowadays he goes by under another different YouTube name called Simeon Jimmy, where I think he's in a better mental headspace. But now Monkey Jones's videos, his impact on YouTube, it's pretty much faded away. It's just remembered as an old 2016 to 2018 edgelord phase. Oh wait, no, I think his channel got deleted before 2018. And then Rusty Cage, I used to watch his knife videos, and overall, I think Rusty Cage's videos themselves, they're pretty good quality, but I just find them boring. Anyway, it's getting harder to justify making high quality videos. Well, you can always just get a regular job like everybody else.
The next one. And so along the way, I never really anticipated that there would come a point where I didn't really enjoy the process of creating videos anymore.
Well, that's the thing. This is YouTube. You're not really being forced to make videos. For me, I do videos to express myself like I'm doing right now, or to talk shit, or to shit post, or maybe to prank someone. Innocently, like an innocent prank, like a clickbait. If you're not enjoying doing YouTube, then stop. If you're not having fun with this website that was intended to be made for fun, then don't stress yourself out making regular videos. I mean, you already have like 1.4 million subscribers. I'm pretty sure you saved up a bunch of money off of YouTube. I'm pretty sure you can afford like a nice long break / vacation from YouTube, or maybe you can if you don't want to spend any of that money, if you want to save it, you can go apply for like a part-time job, go face the real world instead of just stressing out over YouTube, a site that's the site that literally created Fred. This video is just 1 hour of Lemon just not liking how things are on YouTube, and I'm just going to skip it. It's like the same stuff we heard over and over again. Oh, woe is me, I'm a popular YouTuber. Oh, I make millions of views, but it's not enough. Oh, why can't more people watch my videos? The problem I have with this video is that I feel like there's a lot of entitlement. And one thing I was told before leaving the army is that you're not entitled to everything, which is true. You want to get something in life, you actually have to go out of your way and earn it. But yeah, with YouTube, I'm not entitled to give you a view.
That's what I'm going to be trying to talk about today. So the purpose, you'd imagine, for making YouTube videos full-time is to have a low-stress career.
I used to imagine that when I was a kid in high school. Oh, if I do YouTube, I wanted to be a YouTube critic when I was a kid, thanks to watching Angry Video Game Nerd or Nostalgia Critic. But then as I grew older, I was like, well, if you can't put it on a W-2 form, it's not a real job. Yeah, doing YouTube as a full-time job, first of all, that makes you a total sellout, in my opinion, which, it's not always bad. For example, there's a great episode of The Amazing World of Gumball where the characters do actually have to sell out unless they're going to fade away from not having an animation budget. Selling out, that's just a part of reality that people have to do, especially in the entertainment industry. But then again, I mean, this is YouTube, though, You shouldn't be trying to do YouTube as a full-time job at all. That is a horrible ideal because this site is just well known for just dano snapping channels for breaking some of the smallest rules. You know, recently, even someone as big as the Nostalgia Critic, he had his Forrest Gump review taken down. You know that he actually got a flag for that or something, and it was just over a review, an opinion piece, and it wasn't even a negative review. It was a mostly positive review of Forrest Gump, and the bots on YouTube are like, "Yeah, we're gonna flag your channel." You know, YouTube is not a reliable source of income. Your channel can literally just be erased for the most minute of reasons. And not to mention that a lot of YouTubers really rely on their audience for donations. In my opinion, if you donate money to a YouTuber, you are very naive and dumb. You shouldn't do that. You should invest in yourself, not into some random stranger on the internet. Or, you know, you should invest into a family member or a loved one over a YouTuber who doesn't care about you, doesn't know you exist. I mean, yeah, they make videos that you like, but it's not really for you at the end of the day, you know? Yeah, what else was I going to say? But yeah. So the thing is, relying on fans for donations, if the economy shifts, you know, less people will donate. So let's say we're in a bad economic situation, you know, then people will feel less inclined to donate. I mean, we already got multiple places, like even Walmart and whatnot in some areas, wanting you to tip the workers. And now we got YouTubers wanting tips as well. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't really rely on this platform as a source of income unless you're like a sellout baby channel that makes advertisements for toys or something like that. But then again, that would mean that you have no real integrity whatsoever. Another thing I don't like about a lot of YouTubers is that they just sponsor complete garbage like Skillshare or gamer subs. Like, you know, I like Solid JJ and Doobas Goobas. I like their style of humor and videos. But every time I see them sponsor gamer subs, I just die on the inside.
You want. You can stay up late, sleep in, play video games most of the day, go out, spend time, walk on a trail, have leisure, recreation, and as long as you keep putting out good content that the people want to see, you can persist and have a good quality of life.
Well, the thing about me is that I'm able to do that freely because I was in the Army, and then when I got out for medical reasons, I got like huge benefits. Like I pretty much have free health care, and I get like a fat monthly pension at the end of the month, and plus I made some investments. So yeah, I'm actually glad I kind of gave up. Well, no, not kind of. I did give up my dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber. All right, my biggest issue and the main reason I made this videos was when Imp started complaining about people listening to YouTube videos while they sleep. I got this far into the video, and look, I was trying to feel empathetic and sorry, and I just can't.
Like a hyperbolic statement to you, then think again, because there's now literally a subgenre of YouTube videos that are designed to be listened to for people who are falling asleep.
So that's not always the case. What Imp is saying is that you shouldn't be falling asleep to YouTube videos, and I just got to call bullshit on that. Now, for example, right, he wants to say that people are falling asleep to videos and it's disrespectful to the content creator. But the thing is, I fall asleep listening to Angry Video Game Nerd, classic AVGN marathons, because I've already seen his episodes like hundreds of times. So yeah, I'm going to listen to his videos as background noise for relaxation. I mean, yeah, they're very vulgar, but they're also really funny and interesting to listen to. And I use those to help me sleep. Or sometimes I'll just go to sleep listening to Team 4 Stars. Not because I hate Team 4 Star or don't find them interesting. It's because I've already watched these videos like hundreds of times. I've been watching TFS since I was a kid. And, oh, wait a second. Why is there a Rev Says Desu video? Oh, it's from Sensitive Society. Anyway, I've been watching Team 4 Star since I was a kid. And I listen to their videos. I marathon their stuff when I want to go to sleep. It, you know, is good background noise. I don't see the issue. I don't see it as me disrespecting the creator. I mean, I'm already giving them a view, plus watching, and plus sitting through their advertisements.
I'm getting tired of the brain drain. I feel like with each passing year on YouTube, the general standard of content goes down by a few IQ points.
Oh, you need to have a high IQ to understand YouTube. Oh my gosh. By this point in the video, I was just getting serious Brian Griffin vibes. Like, oh, you gotta be like some sort of high intellectual to use YouTube or whatever. I'm like, no, piss off. First of all, low quality videos on YouTube have always existed and they're not going away. They just evolve over time. And secondly, quality is subjective. Like my videos, the camera quality is poor, but people say that they like the old vibe that I give off. In my opinion, in my subjective opinion, the quality of your videos are pretty boring. Like you talked about the whole presidential assassination involving James Guiteau, and I didn't bother watching it because, well, Salmonella, I feel like he covered it way better and way funnier back then. I just can't vibe with this video. Like, this is a person who's literally financially better off than a majority of Americans who are working paycheck to paycheck in minimum wage slave jobs, and you're just crying about not enough people watching your videos or people watching other videos and not yours. I just can't vibe with this, man. There are videos that I've made that gotten a surprising amount of views, and then there are videos that I've made that gotten very little views, even in good quality. Like sometimes I'll just straight up upload straight up gameplay footage in high quality, 180p, all that kind of stuff, and it will barely get any views. And you know what I do when I don't get that many views? I still decide to upload what I want anyway, because I'm using YouTube as a source of fun. I'm not trying to get views. If people don't view my channel, it's fine. I don't really ask. I don't ask for subscribers at all, because personally, I don't really want people to subscribe to this channel. The fact that I got 3K subscriptions is insane. And what else? Oh yeah, I don't ask for likes and Patreon money and all that other crap. I don't care if my gameplay footage doesn't really get that many views. I'm still going to upload it, usually for myself. But anyway, this video, this Imp Lemon hour-long rant, I'm just tired of it. This video attracted some other e-celebrities as well who feel the same way. And I'm just going to read 2 comments and make fun of them. We got Summoning Salt here complaining that someone's using YouTube on their phone. The other day, I was driving and saw someone pull up YouTube on their phone. And I'm like, why are you looking at other people, at a red light, Like, you can't just mind your own business? That's strange and very judgmental of you. And then we got Dunswell over here who's like, oh, I feel the exact same way. I put in all this effort and I barely get views. And I literally just responded to this comment and I just said I don't watch your videos because he's boring. I don't like Dunswell. Like, I've gotten comments requesting me to, trash talk Dunsville and, give his content like a negative review or something like that. And the reason why I can't really go through that would be because if I did, it would require me marathoning Dunsville videos, and I don't want to do that. I find his reviews and his review style very boring. Just a lot of over editing and a lot of, I don't know, millennial humor. Because, talking fast and loud noise is funny. Haha. I mean, what was his most recent video? Batman Arkham Asylum, 17 years later. I'm like, why would I watch this? I mean, I already played Batman Arkham Asylum. I beat the game at least 30 times, collect all the Riddler trophies, all that kind of stuff. I already have an opinion that Batman Arkham Asylum is a great game that still holds up. I don't really need Dunsville to explain that to me with his Dunsville style humor. Again, though, it's subjective. If you like Dunsville, that's cool. I personally don't. I would rather watch Angry Video Game Nerd. Don't get me wrong, I do agree with Imp Lemon on the fact that YouTube does reward low effort content over high effort content. And I do say high effort in quotations because, in my opinion, scripting and talking over footage that doesn't even belong to you is way easier than, working at Walmart or something like that. Anyway, what I was going to say is that, yeah, that sucks, but YouTube's been like that for 20 years. I've seen animations that haven't gotten that many views. I've seen, even educational essays that haven't gotten that many views. Like, someone puts in time in order to make a freaking essay, and the essay barely gets any views on YouTube. What you do on YouTube, it comes down to you, you know? If you decide to, if you decide to put an effort into a video, that's on you if it doesn't get that many views. YouTube's always been a game of RNG. It's always been a case of luck. Oh my gosh, the music, the background music is emotional. It's always been a case of luck. I've been lucky to get views that have been over 20,000, and I've been unlucky as well. And I still keep going on because I actually like doing YouTube. One of the reasons why I started making videos was because I kept getting blocked in certain comment sections under certain YouTubers' videos. So I was like, screw it. I'll just do videos expressing my discrepancies with them. And, yeah. Like, if YouTube was always about high effort content, we wouldn't have had Ray William Johnson =3.